Looks like a long coat to me.
Yeah, I suppose. Who knows? LW Blue on the defense, and it's time.
Uh-oh. It's time for some styling.
Invoke the spirits of the afterlife. Come to us, oh great Cthulhu, and grant us victory.
They're trying to jump in order. So one of them's jumping. They're like making a snake right now. That's pretty great. A caterpillar.
Yes.
That's what
Well,
it looks like.
I mean, snakes can do that too.
Except Diva can't crouch, so
oh.
she's kind of terrible at this.
So you designed this like futuristic robot to fight other bigger robots, and you don't even design it with the ability to crouch?
That's right. They don't believe in teabagging in South Korea, though.
I'm pretty sure you can crouch. Can you not?
You can't crouch as Diva, dude.
I'll believe you, but only because I'm a very generous person. Afreeca Freecs Red going for pretty typical offense. What we've seen a lot. A little bit of dive. A lot of bit of dive. Take this on the Diva. And a tune already on the back, looking for the kill onto maybe one of the supports. We'll see if he gets it.
Yeah, they're going with their most played composition, too. Back to the bread and butter. They're not going to change anything. They're going to try and hope that their experience using this composition can overcome LW Blue on this potentially final map.
Oh, Tune's doing a good job of building up his ultimate. They've got a little bit of the control percent going. Flower with the kill on the quarter main, though, is going to equal probably the end of this push for Afreeca Red. Oh no!
Wow,
Whoa,
1
what
HP.
Help.
Wow, that was super close.
Yeah.
To another kill in favor of LW Blue. Flower still creeping around on the high ground, getting those shurikens down where he can.
Yeah. Flower survives the assault of Atune and Ty Dollar, which I kind of want to know what his name is all about. Is it Thank You Dollar? Is that what this is supposed to be? I'm not sure. Afreeca Red trying to put people off the high ground. They got Ty Dollar with the nano boost now, going after Luna. Pulls out the Dragon Blade. Should be able to get the kills on the supports here. Yeah, they do. So
wow,
Afreeca
big
Red,
kills.
there's a fight, yeah.
Pulsebomb also coming through. LW Blue, no chances to proc their ults.
Yes, that was perfect. We need a gif of that stat.
He's actually doing except he didn't have any shurikens to hold, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, he probably wouldn't have been allowed in the building if he did, so that's okay. Afreeca Red trying to carry some momentum through to point B now. It was a start, though, on Full Sky.
I mean, there was a very narrow window of time there where Afreeca Red had their ults and LW Blue did not, and they exercised it perfectly.
All right, Flower coming in with the Nano Blade now, gets the kill on the Lagerman. A little bit of defensive revenge for LW Blue. You know, there's few things scarier than a team with nothing to lose anymore, because the pressure's off. And, you know, when you're not stressed, suddenly you start to play better because you just don't care. You just take chances and you make plays.
Yeah, can depend on the player for sure.
Yeah.
This time, looks like they have a pretty irreverent, humorous attitude at the booth for Afreeca Red. But fortunately, that attitude doesn't help the fact that they use their ults on that push and snowballing after that pretty hard.
Yeah.
So we'll start to even out here. A tad LW Blue entrenching themselves for what looks to be a rather lengthy hold here on point B.
About 5:15 left on the clock for Afreeca Red to make something happen.
Yeah, plenty of time, but this is one of those opportunities where it just goes real fast on assault generally, or goes real slow, but that certainly helps.
Yeah, sound barrier. And they got the kill into Luna, too. There's the self-destruct. Lagerman, meanwhile, coming in from behind. He's got that Graviton Surge in case he wants to use it. And the mech not popped out of there, actually. Ooh, Lagerman survives the self-destruct. That was a close call there. Afreeca Red still on the point. Meanwhile, Ty Dollar with a Nano Blade. Gonna go to work here on the Diva. Goodbye, Mako. And LW Blue is struggling a little bit here as the control percent is building rapidly for Afreeca Freecs Red.
That is. Looks like they may actually be able to take a map here, or at least get these first 2 points.
Maybe.
Winston coming out. The stall is here for LW Blue.
Yeah, that's right. Trying to last as long as they possibly can. 4:30 left on the clock. Great start for Afreeca Red already. Mako low health up on the top. And Flower has that Dragon Blade. If you can maybe kill the supports here, they can push this back.
Luna has the nano boost, so here we go.
I think they may
They're just
be
waiting
able to
for
do
it
this,
right now.
All right. Here we go. Nano boost, though, onto Janus.
Oh, wow. They're actually going to split up the targets.
Right. So Bilby with a kill on the Lagerman. So that pushes over. So they got 1 tick on the control meter when things were all said and done, it looks like. A few members of Afreeca Red still around.
It was actually better than I thought from the push from Afreeca Red when it came in. Didn't think they'd be able to even push them into these stall compositions for quite some time. But
well, Toon and Ty Dollar, that's twice in a row now have done a good job of coming in and eliminating the supports early on, or at least doing enough damage to them to, you know, negate their effect on the fight.
also, Mako there had a very weird place for the self-destruct. He also, if you didn't notice, had a pulse bomb from a Toon on him, which he had on the outside of his mech, and he flew into Gambler and killed Gambler. So,
Oops.
and then he had a very poor self-destruct. So Mako was actually a large reason why Afreeca was successful. Tidal going to come in, try and get that last few percentage up to his Dragon Blade.
Ooh, Sneaky Ninja not working out for Ty Dollar that time, and Afreeca Red pops a sound barrier to come in and try to make something else, but they've already lost quarter main as well, so this push is all but done. Sibyolbi, yeah, he's going to be able to get Navi pretty soon. There we go. Oh, and a celebratory self-destruct. Not sure if that was necessary.
That was a bit interesting.
Yeah.
Not sure I would have made that choice if I was take this.
I'm not sure what he really wanted to accomplish with that, but
His accomplishment is going to be trying to get some kills before he switches to Winston, I think.
oh yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, with the switch coming in, that makes a bit more sense.
So pure dive composition, but they're gonna have to find Luna or Gambler very quickly because all the mobility that these DPS heroes have, they are going to be slippery and not the easiest to come by.
Oh, Navi already down as Flower pulls out the Dragon Blade. Lagerman has to make a run for it. Only 80 health left. And no real way to use that ult for any benefit.
Yeah, Nano Blade gonna come through, and so Luna and Flower down the ultimates. Opportunity here for Afreeca Red to answer in kind, but Gambler with that sound barrier up, it's well timed.
Yeah.
Should be able to negate a lot of that damage, and now that Mako's self-destruct is back up again, they are buying themselves quite a lot of time here on point B.
Oh, and Winston, they're going to deny Janus on the high ground early on. Lagerman going for the Graviton Surge. If he can get the supports in the back, it might work. Meanwhile, Luna does go down. Ty Dollar got the kill despite the sound barrier. And Afreeca Red with a decent start here with the push. Ooh, did I say decent start? That was before Sibyolbi got to with his pulse bomb, and looks like LW Blue is going to bring this one back after all.
Yeah, but they may have another push here. They've got a minute and a half, and they got both the sound barrier and the self-destruct out, so they could put together a convincing attack. A Toon now switching over to the McCree, been all over the place with some of these compositions, wasn't exactly working out to dive those back lines. And instead wants something a little bit longer range, or at least something to disrupt Sabiolbi's Tracer, but he sees that, and he's going to switch over to the Roadhog instantly. I think that's a very good move.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, oh, meanwhile, Janus. Okay. Denied again, but I agree. I mean, you want to be able to try to counter the counter, but then sometimes the fan the hammer.
But
gets the kill onto
Sabiolbi
your
gets the
Winston,
pick
man.
onto Ty Dollar, so it all evens out in the end. The Roadhog switch working nicely.
Toon gets Gambler, but there's the hook, and that's why you make the switch. Sibyolbi on the Roadhog now, and LW Blue should be able to hold strong. Quarter main goes down, and now just 30 seconds left. He grabbed him right as a mech was coming down.
The mech animation
Whoa.
canceled.
Yeah.
So they'll just skip that part of trying to kill the Diva again. And can they get back in time? A Toon hopping forward on this McCree. Winston's already there, so they can make one dive into this.
Last chance.
Try and get some damage first. Maybe see if they can get a zoning Deadeye built up.
Yeah, a lot of ults for LW Blue, though. Going to be pretty tough for Afreeca Red.
Mana boost available for Luna.
All right, here we
Hello,
go. Flower,
goodbye.
Navi already down, and yeah, Flower's just going to say nope, no pushes here for Afreeca Freecs Red. This attack run is going to end with just 1 point.
Certainly seems that way. Everybody finally going down. Diva will get desuited. Overtime ticking, and that's going to be at 1 point taken by Afreeca Red.
And so now, all LW Blue needs to do is just get both points on Volskaya. They will close out this match 3-0. And we'll see if they can pull that off.
Gonna be a trick. Gonna be a trick, I think. And
even if this does go to the tiebreaker on a control map, though, you gotta give that one to LW Blue at this point.
I think Afreeca Red really needed to have a nice snowball time here, try and win the map based on that time bank.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they weren't gonna find anything. A Toon head in his hands. At least Ty Dollar looking a little bit more up in spirits.
It's a bummer. It's a bummer for Afreeca Red. I mean, they're a good team. They haven't been able to show it. in this tournament because I would say of the group they were in. But, you know, again, this team in any other group in the tournament would have been very likely playoff bound.
Well, it's also that the longer this tournament goes on and people figure out that they can only play one composition, it makes them very one-dimensional, right? So even if they're good at playing it, people kind of know what to expect.
Playoff bound, at least, you know. They weren't going to win it, but they were definitely going to avoid relegations in any other group. I think you could be pretty confident in.
But in retrospect, I think this is a team that if they were going to win, they had to win in their first match or two, because by the time you get to match 3, their style is so transparent.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, see what Afreeca has on the defense. Looks like Flower maybe bring out the Widowmaker this time.
That's I hope we can see that, though. Certainly viable on point A and Volskaya. Yeah. Lots of different approaches you can get onto that high ground, and you can really tailor your sight lines to those open spaces across the point and disrupt the high ground of the enemy without a lot of risk.
Indeed. Here we go, LW Blue. Chance to close it all right here. Gambler just throws out the Sonic Arrow, checking for the cheese, doesn't see any back on the Lucio.
We're going to see the Widowmaker from Flower. So Afreeca Red, they do not have a Winston, notably, and they only have the Genji to maneuver quickly onto the Widowmaker. Might be somewhat hard for them to deal with it, but everybody's stacking up behind the point. You're not going to find much of an opening there for the Widowmaker when both sides are going to drop down and start capping the points. Somebody from Afreeca has to go down there and at some stage.
Ooh, very close to killing Quartermain there.
Very risky to step out right there when you know there's a Widow.
Well, Flower needs to be careful. He's got the biotic grenade on him right now. So Vilby, they'll get the kills, and LW Blue looking like they're going to cruise to an easy point A capture right here. Bye, Attune.
When you hit the high ground like that, and you have the Reinhardt, you really have to make sure that you're going to break that shield first. Widow does not break Reinhardt shields very quickly. But unfortunately, they're not able to do that, and they're forced down onto the low ground very quickly. They can't use the soldier to peer down onto the point. Meanwhile, Sabiolby was just sort of going ham from above.
Yeah.
Positional advantage significant for LW Blue as a result.
Swaps coming in. Sabiolby on the Tracer. Flower on the Soldier 76 now.
Yep. No need to stick with those heroes for the second point.
Yep.
It's actually a bit interesting that they abandoned their ult charge on the soldier just so Flower could have it.
I mean, I think they just really didn't want to use the Widowmaker on point B, and you can't really blame him for that.
Well, I mean, Sabiolby is obviously the better Tracer player on this team, but sometimes maybe for a little bit you'd want to build up that tack visor.
I think it just says they really want to end it right here, you know? So they're just going to use whatever they feel the most confident with.
Yeah, certainly back to comfort picks as opposed to playing around ult charge. It's just a decision that we don't see a lot of teams making.
Yeah. Okay, waiting for them to go in, and Sabiolby's going to flank from the outside. Oh, you can actually walk around on that?
I didn't know you could walk on that either.
What? Really? All right, I know you can blink across it, but
he's just playing the tightrope walker right now.
No kidding, right? All right, Ty Dollar defending. So yeah, Sabiolby does get the kill into Lagerman, but they're going to have to back away and reset here.
Yeah, they didn't actually have the Tracer for a lot of that fight because they were assuming that they were going to be able to go in and make the flank across the back with the Tracer, but instead, Afreeca Red took the fight to them, found themselves in a 6v5, and paid for it. So, nicely done by Afreeca. Tidal picks up some crucial kills, and they're still behind in the ult game because some of these hero swaps and losing that last fight.
I want to see him walk across that thing again.
They're going to set up the same attack that we saw previously.
Look at that.
It's not seen. Does not have pulse bomb.
All right.
They're going to wait for this all in. Wow, this is a high ground flank. This is a very slow approach, but very effective.
Wow.
If you can get that kill, but he can't quite get it.
Right onto Navi at the beginning. Actually, Mako, or Janus rather, going to get knocked off by Take This. Take This taking him with the charge. Attune, meanwhile, has that tack visor. Going to go ahead and pop it right away into the Soundbeer of LW Blue. They get caught up in the Graviton surge, though. Attune looks like he's going to survive it, though. And LW Blue fighting back. They've got a little bit of control percent built. Right now, going after Lagerman is Sabiolby. Earthshatter comes in from the Afreeca Red side. Take This taking some damage, but yeah, not enough because it was on the outside of the shield. Sabiolby not able to find the kills, and it looks like Afreeca Red will defend once again.
Well, that was really cute at first, but credit to take this for just removing Janus from the point there, because you're going to respawn faster anyway. So if the situation's looking dire and you can trade Reinhardt for Reinhardt like that, it just opens up the rest of the composition. And remember, they didn't have one person because, again, say Bilby was on the flank. So if everybody else is up on that top high ground, if they don't have a Reinhardt shield anymore, you'll respawn faster to try and reclaim the point, and you're going to have a med advantage on the high ground too. So interesting play from Afreeca Red, but they're holding pretty strong.
Flower's going to go ahead and use the Reaper now.
And Tydala over on the Tracer.
Scobie gets out back. Ooh, Tydala goes down. Good start. That's going to be a lot of damage for that take this is going to take. Afreeca Red going to pop the sound barrier right away. Want to try to hold this point as long as they can. Janus ready to go, though. There's the Earth Shatter.
Nice
really
Earth Shatter.
nice. Was not blocked. They're going to charge. He's going to get two with the charge. Another one. Tydala does go down in the back somehow, some way. Sabiolbi gets the health pack again. And now,
Get some time on this point.
That's right. Control meter building up. LW Blue with a chance to end it right here, right now.
Nice
Tag Visor was popped by a tune, but no kills aside from the mech.
Wow, some near deaths there. Flower finally going to go down. Luna did a lot of work, and Tydala now attempting to assassinate him in that backline so he can't get the free hills. And it looks like they are going to push LW Blue back again. Still over 2.5 minutes remaining, though.
People got low enough. Only one tick on the control meter taken in the end by LW Blue.
Threw a lot at that.
They did.
As well. So Lagerman switches over to the Roadhog, which prompts Flower to go on the Reaper. So attempting to bust through this big tank line. And he's going to start lurking on this high ground and see if he can eventually make his way over closer to the point. Sabiolbi again using that ledge.
Pulse Bomb, I think he stuck him. Yeah, Navi got stuck there. Sabiolbi with a good start. And out of the way. There's a big Earth Shatter, though. Didn't claim a whole lot of victims, though. Mako with the kill on to take this. Sabiolbi going crazy, man. And that's a nice nano boost as well. Janus just keeping everyone occupied. And that is going to be that. GG.
Wow, well done.
LW Blue will take the 3-0.
Really well done by LW Blue, and especially Janus. You could see how inexperienced Afreeca Red is playing with that Reinhardt, because the Earthshatter War and the Reinhardt mind games were completely won by Janus at the end there. He blocked the Earthshatter, then got the Earthshatter of his own. Also, you could see take this on that last push, even though it was a failure for LW Blue. He was swinging away, not respecting the Shatter, and that led to that big Shatter on 3. So Janus really very much outmatching his rival on that Reinhardt pick.